Teags.
And Joe.
I should add that to the title. And Joe. And Knox.
Good, yeah.
Anyways, so we just got married. Show them your ring. Oh, we have just left on our honeymoon. So our original honeymoon plan was to go on this big around the world trip where we hit a whole bunch of different countries and we had it all planned, and then Corona happened. So that's all kiboshed. But we figured we could stay in our own country, and our own country is so beautiful that we'll just see as much of it as we can. We're off today. It is 4:30 on Wednesday, and we just left London, Ontario. We're coming back on October 31st, so we're gone for the month. We're gone for a month. I'm gonna be posting updates like more frequently on my Insta story, but then I'm gonna be making weekly vlogs of what we've been up to, where we were, what we've been doing, and some of our little side adventures. We have the first, let's say 6-7 days kind of planned as to which national parks we're going to, and then from there on, you guys can watch us figure it out.
So first night, driving up to Tobermory, about a 3.5 hour drive from Lucan, where we just left off. And then we're catching the first run of the Chichimon in the morning, which is the ferry to Manitoba Island.
We are sleeping in the ferry parking lot tonight.
Yeah, first ferry, and then from there we are going to drive all the way up to Marathon, Ontario.
Alright. Good morning! So we made it to Tobermory last night, and we parked beside some other campers, so I think it was okay. And we had our first overnight in Rudy. How was it?
Surprisingly comfortable. I slept pretty well.
Right? It's actually pretty good. Knox over there was having the time of his life. He got to sleep on top of Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
But it was actually pretty comfy, gotta say. So we're in the ferry parking lot waiting for the ferry. And then we got a good 8-hour drive ahead of us. We're gonna end up at Marathon tonight, so we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's raining. Hey buddy, what do you think about last night? Did you have a good time? You just want to sniff the camera, yeah, you do. Oh, that's my hand, yeah. Okay, cool. Are we gonna go to Carol and Earl's?
Maybe check out Carol and Earl's.
We just checked out the map and we need coffee. I need coffee. It's 10:40. But there's a little restaurant called Carol and Earl's, and I said, well, my good friend Carol, she might have some coffee. Also, I think Knox is done for the day. That was enough excitement for him. He is KO'd. Now we're just waiting for the ferry to unload, and then we'll find some gas and
We haven't docked yet, I don't think.
be on our way. this is it. Our first marital dispute.
Oh, I swear this is not the first one.
Oh, what a dick. So we went into Carol and Earl's and got some coffee. And I said to Joe, oh, I really hope they have milk. And he goes, they're a diner. They're gonna have milk for coffee. And he comes back and I said, did you put milk in my coffee? And he said, no, I put cream in it. Cream is not the same thing as milk, sir. It's different. But they brought out a basket of those like little creamers. And I was like, they always bring out the basket of just the cream. You have to ask for the milk specifically. And he said, oh, well, I didn't, so I put cream in. This is rude. This is why you don't get to go in and buy coffee. And
you didn't want to go in and buy coffee. You specifically said you want me to go in and buy coffee. Like my coffee's ordered, nothing in it.
And he bought only himself a treat.
Because I didn't think you would like any of them.
He comes out, oh yeah, by the way, they only have these like weird looking squares.
Weird date squares and then
I love date squares.
Since when? I've never seen
Oh my goodness. He says they only have these weird squares and then they had some
You
tarts.
requested a scone.
But they had
This is not a Starbucks.
but they had raisins in them, so he didn't get me one because he knows I don't like raisins. So I don't get a treat and my coffee is ruined.
Nice, you can have a bite of the treat.
Yeah, I don't want a bite of your treat. I want a date square.
Oh shit, you want it.
I want to go back to Carol and Earl's. Anyways, now we're on the road.
Saw a sign, went for it.
Saw a sign for a lookout and said, can't be bad. And it is not. This is the first place we've been where Knox can be off leash, so he's very excited. It was pretty much worth the 1.5-minute detour, right?
Come on, let's go.
Go play! Lowdown of what we did tonight.
Okay.
So what happened?
Well, we planned out the first campsite, got there, and there was 2 other people there. And somebody in the group was feeling slightly stressed out, so we left.
Somebody in the group. Tegan was a little anxious about sleeping in the woods alone just on a side of a road.
So
It's only our second night here.
in May here, and this is like Chateau de Frontenac. Jeez, it's beautiful.
Where did that come from? And we're at a parking lot by a park, and there's actually pit toilets here, which is a plus. There's also another little van here of people. Alright, chef, what do we have for dinner tonight?
Turkey sausage,
And?
mustard,
And?
cup of soup, chicken supreme. Only the best.
Dinner of champions, cup of soup, sausages, and mustard. Doing alright for ourselves tonight, eh?
Couldn't have much better, really.
Good morning. So, this is campsite number 2. It's 8:27. It's definitely chilly out. It was a little colder last night than it was the night before, and Knox decided that he was the king of the bed and he wanted all the spots. So, we'll see how that works out tomorrow. So this is the campsite. The train just went by up there. And then we're gonna go walk over to the beach. Like, look at that. This is where we camped.
Yeah.
Some running water, and then there's the beach, and we're gonna go play at the beach.
It's not.
Okay, so we've realized at this campsite that Knox is actually probably part billy goat as well. Because all he does is climb the rock faces. Come on, Knox, let's go to the beach. Knox, come on. This is a bit much for my Uggs, but that's okay. All right, babe. Honest reviews of the car last night.
Tight.
Tight. And why was that?
Well, he took half the bed.
Yeah, because Mr. Knox thinks that he's just the king of the castle back
I
there.
don't know why first night he just slept on our feet. He needs to do that more.
I know. Yeah, the first night he was fine. He just slept at our feet and like one of us couldn't put our feet out. That's fine.
He loves the beach.
No, and then last night he's like, no, I'd like my heads where your heads are. Oh well. Hey, at least we slept.
Yep.
That's okay. And there's a pretty nice view to wake up to.
Exactly.
Not too shabby. Okay, so we're all...
Go.
Stop. Okay, so we're all packed up in the car and we're on our way into Marathon, which my dad actually grew up in Marathon for a while when he was little.
An ODR.
So, classic. So, he sent us his old address and we're gonna go check out his old childhood home, which I think is super cute. So we're gonna send him some snaps of that. And then we're gonna head into Puckasaw National Park just for like a quick detour and on to Thunder Bay. Okay, so we just kept walking, like meandering. Knox was pulling Joe. We found an even better spot. And little Muskoka chairs, we could have our coffee. Oh, couldn't be better. Well, we got a little lunch grill set up. We're having chicken, kind of like a pasta. Hey, Knox, we're here at the Terry Fox Monument out by Thunder Bay. So there's a pretty good lookout of the sleeping giant. So this is our little lunch spot for the day. Update on what we've been up to other than just driving. Last night we went and stayed with an old friend from university at her house in Atikokan, which was really nice to like go. They made us dinner. It was so nice. We like hung out and chatted for a little while. Then we stayed at their place in their guest room, which was so nice to like have a bed. Okay, so the plan for tonight is we're hoping to make it to Brandon, Manitoba. We still have another 4 hours to go, so we're probably not going to get to Brandon until at least 8 o'clock. Although we don't know where the time changes, so we might gain another hour. I'm unsure. I'm all messed up with the timing. Anyways, this is what we've been doing all day.